the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Hey, 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 hey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Get the money, honey. Hey, 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 hey. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Round of applause. Round of applause. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry. I had to take care of some very, very important business before I logged on today, but welcome to Christina L Turner, Kingmaker, where I do business talk right here on YouTube. I want to first say thank you and welcome to my new subscribers. Yes, give yourself a round of applause. I am so excited. We're getting close to that 2,000 mark. And guys, guess what? If I get to 10,000, I'll be able to put my merchandise so you guys could get some, because I'm making it. You guys get to buy some merchandise from me if you want to, because we do have merchandise. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have some beautiful t-shirt, dresses, and all kinds of things, but I want to be able to get it onto my YouTube channel so that while I'm talking to you and you see something on there, you'd be like, oh, that's cute. I want to get that. So yes, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Please push the notification buttons as well so that you'll know when I get on, you'll be able to tune in, right? And then another thing I would like for you to do is if you can share, okay? The information that I give in regard to grants, in regard to any business strategies, which is something I'm definitely going to talk about today before I even get to the grant part of it, because I'm going to really focus on two different types of grants in these two different industries. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And so you want to stay tuned for that, all right? So let's get started. What am I going to talk about in regard to business strategies? Well, first things first, I hope everybody's week is starting off as a great week. There's a lot of different things that are happening, in this world in regard to business. And I hope you guys are keeping up to date. I definitely do have some information for you about a couple of things. So as I said, I want to get started, but I'm hoping that your week is going to be absolutely fantastic and that you will be fulfilling your purpose and your destiny and what you're called to do. So I'm not sure, and I'm sure you have. I'm always late to the party. Or tardy to the party. I'm a little bit late when just getting certain things. But one of my really good friends, Apostle Samuel Ely Jr., had recommended this book. And he said it a couple of times when I started actually being a part of his ministry and our friendship. He's given out so much knowledge. So if you don't know about him, I mentioned him some videos ago about Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. I mentioned him some videos ago. And if you're trying to, just trying to locate your way around and to, who you are, your purpose and spiritual laws and universal law, I should say that, tune into his videos. It's very informative, very enlightening. He gives so much great knowledge in regard to those particular areas. He is definitely an expert. But this particular book here called The Alchemist, it's probably going to show up backwards. I'm not sure if it's going to show up backwards. But I bought this book called The Alchemist, and I know like millions of people have read this book. And when I was getting my hair braided a couple of weeks ago, I had started reading the book because I knew that I had the time to read. And literally, I was so animated about this book because it was so good. It's such a great book to read that I was so animated that even the lady who's braiding my hair, are you okay? I'm like, this book is so good. It is just such a great book. So if you haven't read it, I would suggest that you get this book called The Alchemist. It's a very great read. I'm going to finish it up. Like I read half of the book while I was getting my hair done. And that was because too, I was dozing, I was going to sleep. But I'm going to take some time to finish reading that particular book. And that's really good. So let's get into some of the things that's happening in the business world. I have notes over here. I have notes down here that I really want to talk to you about, because one of the things that you want to do, you want to be on top of what's happening out here in these business entrepreneurial streets, okay? You don't want to be left behind. You want to make sure that all the information that not only is given to you, but also information that you can apply to your business. Okay, so I'm scrolling in here. If you haven't already heard that this is the if you already know that this is the quarter season, so make sure that you have your state information or your taxes and stuff. Make sure that you have that up to par as well. I know that we do our taxes and the tax season ended on the 15th, but some reports, quarterly reports are due. So you want to make sure that you have that together. I'm looking for this information. I had it here. Hold on just a second. I should just put just me on here because I have a lot of messages. Okay. Okay, so the SBA is out again, and they have literally are giving an opportunity, if you haven't already done so, with your EIDL. If you receive the EIDL, you still have time to apply for loan forgiveness. So I will go back, do not delay. I don't know how long it's going to last for this gateway to be open for you. Is just to make sure that you do the loan forgiveness so you don't have to pay that EIDL amount of money back. So go into your emails and check that out for yourself and make sure that you do that, okay? Just please make sure that you do that, because some of you got a lot of money and you want to make sure. One of the things that I also want to talk about right quick, let me get this. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so let me not delay. All right, I cannot find what I had on my notes, but it's been such a busy week, and I've been taking notes like all week. Hold on one more minute. I know, guys, I'm normally way more prepared than this. Every now and then, I have a situation where I'm looking for stuff. Okay. So, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Let's talk about financing right quick. Business financing. All right. So I'm going to give you a strategy. You may have already heard it before in the streets with other content creators that create information for businesses. So one of the things that I really want you to when building your business credit, there are some things that the lenders are finding out that certain things are not lining up is the reason why you're not getting business credit. Okay. One of the things, it could be one or more than one. So I'm probably going to name about four. Okay. One would be you're not having a website. I know people normally say they don't need a website. You can at least create a landing page, okay, so that you'll have some type of marker for your business, some marker. What I mean marker is a fingerprint, an internet fingerprint in regarding to your business, okay? So you either want to build a website. The website could even be 3 pages, if anything, that describes the services of business that you have. All right. Another thing is, and I think I said this one before, is also your email. Excuse me. Your email address cannot end with a Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, or anything. It has to have a domain name after your email address. Okay, so that's 2. The third thing is when you are applying on your application for business credit, okay, or even a business credit card, a loan, you want to make sure that you have more than 5 employees, okay? You also want to have an office, even if it's a virtual office address. So you want to make sure that you have a website, your email is on the email domain, your employees, the amount of money that you're putting on your application, you want to be consistent across the board. I don't care if you applied for credit a month ago, 2 months ago, your annual should not change on different applications, okay? So that is very key. The employees, your finances, your address, your business address, your email, and a website. You need to have those. Now, what if your credit is not subpar, because there are some business loans that you could get with a very low credit score. There are, okay? You want to make sure that you freeze your credit report, your personal credit report. Make sure you do that before you apply for credit. You probably want to do that anyway when you're applying for credit so that you don't have these inquiries that can lower your own personal credit score, okay? So if you're applying for business credit, you want to freeze your credit report on all 3 bureaus. You want to also make sure that you opt out of SageStream, CoreLogic. Who's the other one that keeps record? Let me, SageStream, CoreLogic, and there is another one. I think, because I gave this to one of my clients that I am giving to you, you want to make sure that you freeze that, okay? You want to have that frozen, all right? Nexus Lexus, that's what it is. Nexus Lexus, you want to make sure you freeze that and opt out. Now, there are several other different companies that you can go. You can Google and go to town and opt out of all of them. That is going to help. Now, I know with SageStream that it takes 30 days for them to flip the script, okay, so that your information is not being shared publicly. It takes about 30 days. It is not going to take 72 hours or 2 weeks. So you're going to have to give it some time for that to even happen, okay? So SageStream, CoreLogic, and Nexus Lexus are the 3 primaries. It's actually, I think there's another one, but I can't think of the name of that. Maybe I'll mention that again. But you want to make sure that you opt out of those. You want to make sure that you freeze your credit report. Now, when you freeze your credit report on all 3 bureaus, okay, you want to make sure that your freezing is a temporary freeze, and you can actually gauge it on how long you want it to be frozen. Now, one of the things that you can do, you can freeze up to 90 days. So it all depends on how long do you think that you're going to be looking for a business credit, okay? Because once you put that timeline on there, they will freeze it to that timeline. And then the very next day, within 24 hours, then your stuff is open, all right? You can always go back and put another freeze on it as well. But in the meantime, while you are doing this, okay, work on your personal credit as well. If you have a low credit score, please work on your personal credit, because sometimes it's not as, it's a lot of strategies that you would need to do. And even if your credit is not good and you're looking for business credit, it can be a rough ride, and you don't want to be so disappointed. Another thing, please do not put your social security number on the card or on the application, okay, for the card or for the credit unless you are using your credit union or your banking partner, the banking system that you use that you have already built a relationship with. Okay, so that's very, very key. Build a relationship with your bank. And how do you do that? Every once in a while, every quarter, I call and I talk to my bank. Every quarter, I have something to ask them about something. Okay, ask them questions about anything, just to start building relationships with them so they know that you're not just on automation, that you're, depositing, withdrawing. So create a relationship with them, because more likely that is the bank that is going to be able to give you the loan or give you a credit card for your business. All right. So that's very important. That's something that you need to do. So that was my strategy tip for you for this Tuesday, is definitely getting you aligned for your business to get credit. Work on your business credit, but do not apply for business credit with your personal credit information open, because they are going to search for it. And be consistent on whatever you put on one application, that you have it on the other application. Okay. All right. So the grants that I'm going to talk about today are going to be for writers and photographers. Okay. Writers and photographers that have been looking for money for their projects. And these grants range from $1,000 to $5,000. Okay, the ones I'm getting ready to mention, and I'll tell you which ones it is. I'll also tell you when is the deadline. Now, writers you can write any type of material that you want. So let's just get into it right now, and we can talk about it. And it does seem like I'm dragging a little bit today. I feel like I'm dragging a little bit today. I was not feeling up to par today. You can tell in my eyes, but all is good. We're happy, right? So this is called the FIYAH, FIYAH Literary Magazine Grant for Black writers. This is a worldwide grant, and it's open to Black people of the African diaspora. You must be 18 years of age and be a writer of speculative fiction. And this grant is for $1,000. You're going to go to FIYAHLitMag.com. So FIYAHLitMag.com/grants with an S. And the deadline to apply for this particular grant is May the 15th. Another thing too that I wanted to tell you, because I've been so busy, I have not had the opportunity to put the links in it. I think for the next several weeks, I'm not going to be able to have that. So just rewind the tape, okay? Rewind the tape and get it. And if it's something that is difficult to understand, and I'll spell whatever the link is, like the main part of the link, and then the .com, but you can go there, okay? Another one, this one is for a Women Photography Grant 2022. This grant is specifically for those that are in the United States of America. The Getty Image Inclusion Grant Program may be used to cover the higher costs of reporting photographers, creatives, fees, and any other expenses that support the production of your new work. I should say that. This grant is not meant to support the production of books, exhibitions, workshops, or any other secondary materials. Applicants are encouraged to submit a story rather than a singles as part of the grant application. The images need not to be related to the project proposal. The deadline for this particular grant is May the 15th, and the amount for this grant is $5,000. The women photography, to go look for this particular grant is going to be www.womenphotograph.com/grants 2022. So I'm going to repeat that again. It's going to, the email that you're going to go to, I mean, not email, the website that you're going to go to is www.womenphotograph.com/grants-2022. Okay. So here's another one called the Mary Curtis Fellowship. This is a grant for the United States, and this is a fellowship. And what they're expecting is a 4-page, 1,000-word excerpt from a book you are writing and a 2-page, 500-word pitch on the project, keeping in mind that the publishing industry is in a state of flux, and what used to be called mid-list titles can be very hard to sell to a publishers. What they want is to be a catalyst to help bring forward projects with sales potential, okay, and a strong chance of finding a wide audience. There's a part of workshopping within the proposal. They want to help writers land a book deal with a very good publisher, ready to push your book, okay? Journalism experience. They're looking for experienced reporters with a minimum of 5 years job experience, print, online, radio, TV, etc. So this is a fellowship. Now, they do not have the financial amount of the grant that was not available, but the deadline, if you're interested, you have until June the 1st, 2022 to apply for this particular grant. Now, the link for that, going to the website, you want to go to WELL, Stone Rewoods. So I'm going to spell that Stone, STONEREWOOds.org/Mary-C-Curtis-Fellowship. Okay, you want to put that in, and the fellowship should come up. Now, here's another one called the Filmmakers Without Borders. This grant is for worldwide. So no matter where you live, Canada, Africa, wherever, this grant is open to you. What they want to do, they want to support independent filmmakers around the world via grants and other financial resources, okay? So you have a deadline for June the 1st, 2022. They did not give the financial amount on how much this grant will be given. What you want to do, you want to go to filmmakerswithoutborders.org/grants. So it's filmmakerswithoutborders.org/grants. And the last one that I have for writers and photographers are Black, Indigenous, and people of color who are emerging filmmakers. Absolutely no experience for this particular grant is required. There's no location experience, except for, no location requirements. Oh my gosh. And it's for US and Canada. So throughout the United States and throughout Canada. So there is a restriction requirement. You have to be out of the United States or Canada, okay? They're inviting the global community to apply with their projects that have a strong central theme of bicycles. So that's a very interesting grant. If someone wants to do film on bicycles. That's very interesting. And this particular grant closes June the 15th, 2022. The amount of the grant is for $1,500. It's called Filmed by Bike, FILMED by BY Bike, BIKE .org. And then it's going to be /BIPOC, BIPOC -filmmaker -grant -program /application -and guidelines okay? So you want to be able to check this out. Now, For business grants, what I have here that are up to date, there's a couple of grants that are available for small businesses that I definitely want to touch bases with you on. And I know that I spoke real brief on the EIDL forgiveness, okay? And I just want to just move this up a little bit because I know there are some I have not even spoken about. This particular grant is called the Bronze Valley Accelerator Grant. This grant is based out of Alabama. The Bronze Valley Accelerator works with venture bankable startups led by female entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs of color with a purpose for those located in Alabama. Participants can be innovating in any industry. So any industry, this particular grant to apply, you have up until May the 27th, 2022. And you're going to go to the generator.com. So generator is spelled GENER, the number 8, TOR.com. And then you should see the Bronze Valley Accelerator Grant. So use the drop downs, you'll be able to find it in there. Now, here is a grant where you can get a max of $125,000. This grant is from Vancouver, Canada, okay? It's called the Castles Black-Owned Small Business Grant. Business must be Black-owned with less than 50 employees and located in the city of Vancouver. Legal and existing Canadian for-profit entities, sole proprietorships, partnerships, or corporations may apply for this grant. The max that you get on this grant is $125,000, and the deadline for this particular grant is the deadline is May the 27th, 2022. And the website is, you're going to go to https CASSELS.com, and then just click latest news on there and you'll find that grant, okay? Now the Atomic, I think I did the Atomic grant before, but it is open again. They open the next quarter. So just keep in mind, I probably will mention again every week until it opens. It's the Atomic grant, and it's for those that reside in the USA and Canada as well. This is for anyone who identify as a woman, and you must be 21 years or older. You can live anywhere in the world, long as you have a way to receive the money digitally and you are connected via email, social media. So they're gonna open this grant back up again for May the 31st, and it's for $1,500. And you wanna go to www.passioncollective.co, okay, not com, but .co//atomic-grants. Okay. The Percolator Small Business Grant, which is in Canada as well. This is specifically for Canada and for Canadians that are Black business owners. And then you can also you must be based in Vancouver. So this particular grant is for $20,000. Yes, 20. And you will have until May the 31st to apply for this particular grant. You want to go to https://cloudconnect.popular Percolator, and I'll spell it PUROLATOR.com, and then small business grants. So you want to go on there and see if you can connect with someone there. Now, the Watson Institute, I'm not sure if you heard of the Watson Institute before. This is in the US. This is an accelerator program for the Watson Institute, and it's a Watson Accelerator is a hybrid program. designed for impact-driven entrepreneurs seeking to elevate their ventures with access to a global network, training designed to strengthen skills and mentorship with seasoned professionals, venture capitalists, and enterprise executives. Through this 18-week program, 3 weeks is going to be in Boulder, Colorado, and then 14 weeks is going to be virtual. The fellows will engage in courses in areas such as leadership development and applying practical entrepreneurial skills to their ventures along with global community of like-minded change makers. The aspiration for this particular grant is June the 1st, 2022, and the amount is $17,500. So that's a nice piece of change. So where would you go to apply? You're going to go to watson.is, like the word is, / Watson accelerator application. Okay. Let me see what else. I'm not sure if I even ever mentioned this particular grant before. It's called Her Rise Micro Grant. It's in the United States, and then each month this micro grant is given out of the amount of $500. And so it's awarded to a small for-profit business owned by a woman of color. Past recipients use their growth grants for computers. They've used it for equipment, marketing materials, software purchase, and website creation. This is awarded monthly, and the amount again is $500. So you want to go to www.hersweetspot, SUITE, spot.com at HERRISE. So I'm going to say it one more time. It is www.her, HER, SUITE, spot, / her rise. Okay, so I have that. And I don't have any newer scholarships. Well, I have one scholarship, okay? Or actually 3. I have a few, actually 4 scholarships. I'm sorry about that. So there's 4 scholarships that I have available for you, okay? This is called the Black Student Success Scholarship. You must currently have a 2.75 GPA or higher, or be a high school senior planning to attend a 4-year college or university. Excuse me, whew, I'm telling you. You want to be able to demonstrate leadership and community service involvement and demonstrate financial need. The last day to apply for this particular scholarship is May 31st. And it's called the Black Student Success Scholarship. Okay, so Google that. The next one is the Christian Connector Scholarship. And you have to be in the USA for these particular scholarships that I'm speaking of. It's the Christian Connector Scholarship. It is a scholarship for high school students interested in attending a Christian college or university. They do not have the amount for that particular scholarship is $2,500. The amount for the other scholarship, if I had not mentioned it, is $1,000. Where you're going to go for the $1,000, you're going to go to inquirehire.com. Okay, inquirehire.com. You want to look under scholarships in there, put it in the search, and then that scholarship should come up, or the name of the scholarship should come up. For $2,500, you want to go to christianconnector.com. Okay, christianconnector.com. And I think that's it for that particular grant scholarship. Now, here's another scholarship called the Global Citizen Scholarship. It is, the deadline for this is I think we already did it. Hold on. No, we didn't. Okay, so this is the Global Citizen Scholarship. The last day to apply for this scholarship is June the 1st. High school senior is accepted into a 2-year, 4-year college or university. College student enrolled in a 2-year, 4-year accredited college or university. Participation and leadership in school and community volunteerism. Provide high school college transcript. They're going to need a letter of recommendation, a 2-minute video that addresses your educational and career goals. You want to get that. This is for $1,000. And to where apply is you're going to go to tgcollective.org/fund the future. Okay. See. And this particular scholarship is called the AVISEN, AVISEN, or AVISEN, AVISEN. I think like tomato. Okay. It's the AVISEN Legal Business Law Scholarship. You have to be residing in the state of Minnesota. You have to be accepted to law school, to a law school for business or employment law or entrepreneurial law or estate and succession plan, mergers and acquisitions, real estate. The preference given is to BIPOC applicants. And where would you go with that? For BIPOC applicants, you're going to go to www.avisen.legal. Okay. So that's where you're going to go, legal.com. Okay, so $1,000 for that. And this one here, this is through Coupon Chief. I don't know if you've heard of Coupon Chief before. You have to make a 2 to 5 minute video on YouTube. For more information, you have to visit the website. It's for $1,000. And it's with couponchief.com. Just put in their scholarships and apply. So there's a little bit of money out there, or, you know, there's some money out there that you can use for scholarships. We talked about, I gave you a little bit on business, some business grants, and also grants for writers and photographers. So you want to be able to, you have this information to apply for these grants at your leisure. So I am done for the day. I truly appreciate you waiting for me. If you did, or you took the time and came back to see if I was live or not. We have such a busy week this week. I'm already tired today. Y'all done see me yawn, and I probably done dozed off while I was reading. But I'm always laughing at myself. So anyway, I wish that you would prosper and be in good health. And that as your soul prosper, please, 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 please share my video, share it, like it, make a comment on it, a good one that's related to the video that is going to be beneficial to somebody. And you have a wonderful and successful week this week, okay? God bless you.